Live here at Citizen Television on to business news. And the Nairobi Securities Exchange is set to admit 5 new listings from state-owned enterprises. This is according to the NSE Chief Executive Officer Frank Mwiti, who says the new listings are expected following the Cabinet's approval of government's divestiture of state shareholdings in at least 6 companies. The announcement coming in the wake of a renewed push for the government to implement austerity measures, including cutting funding to loss-making state-owned enterprises. Let's get more from our very own Jimmy Mbogo.
The dry listing spell experienced at the Nairobi Securities Exchange could come to an end before the close of the calendar year. According to the NSE CEO Frank Mwiti, the bounce is in talks with the National Treasury, which is the custodian of all state-owned enterprises, for the listing of at least 5 state-owned enterprises. According to Mwiti, the listing is expected to be significant and is bound to trigger activities at the market, equating its magnitude to the previous listing of Safaricom and Kengen.
I can't commit specific timelines because obviously first the legal process has to happen and then decisions by government have to take place, and then after that we'll have more clarity. But rest assured, we are actually in very good and close conversations with the government around bringing listing to the Nairobi Securities Exchange.
As we speak, we have had many interests because it opens opportunities for even MSMEs to raise money from the markets, and it has many opportunities. So far we've seen a lot of interest, and of course it is true, as Frank was putting it, we hope to ring the bells here many times.
The NSE, which has also faced an investor sentiment crisis, is said to have bounced back, ending the first half of the year as the best performing bourse in the continent. Mwiti now saying that despite the events of the last 3 weeks, the bounce is still on track to regain investors' confidence and increase activities, even as he acknowledged there was still work to be done to attract more investors back to the market.
So yes, it's been a tough three months, but I think there is resilience in the market, and I think the market is going to return stronger. The NSE has witnessed remarkable growth in market activity and value of listed securities, evidenced by a surge in market capitalization from 1.43 trillion at the onset of 2024 to about 1.7 trillion.
At the same time, the NSE has admitted Ilam Fahari Real Estate Investment Trust to its unquoted securities platform USP after Ilam received regulatory approval from the Capital Market Authority to delist the REIT from the main investment market segment, a decision that the NSE has sought to defend, saying it does not translate to a downgrade, terming it as a quote-unquote strategic move.
But I would like to take this opportunity to assure unit holders that the transition from the main investment market segment of the NSE to the unquoted securities platform, USP, is by no means a downgrade. It's a strategic move.
We took over the REIT at a time when it was going through significant challenges. By the time we took over, there was also a challenge in terms of how the share price. Because if you look at where the share price was, it was at 20 shillings when it was listed. And by that time, I think it must have been around 6. So that was an indication that there was a problem.
The rate will now be traded between different parties and facilitated by brokers, with the price negotiations happening between buyers and sellers, increasing the risk due to lower regulation and varying prices. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
One more time.